Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Today is the day that I get the Parapet caps on. There's not a whole hell of a lot to them. They're just kind of a U shape, and it's got a little kick out on either side. They'll go on obviously like this. Water comes down onto the top of this, goes down, and is kicked out either onto the rubber roof or beyond the siding. What I need to do is first get these corner cuts made. This one is the more difficult one. Neither one of these is difficult, but I got to make sure I get them laid out correctly. And the bend in these inner corners might be a touch difficult because I don't have my bending tool. I have a tin bending tool that it has a nice wide flat iron that you can grab a hold of it. It's like a pliers and then bend it nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do is try to score these corners with something blunt so that it bends there, and then use a couple pieces of wood and probably a vice grips and try to get a real nice bend on that. These don't have to be very wide. I'm guessing an inch would do it. So I should be able to do it without my bending tool. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I have a little bit of tin that I can play with because these are, I think they're about a foot long each, and I only need 6 inches of overlap in the middle. So hopefully I don't make any mistakes, but if I do, I can cut one off and try it again. So I think I'm going to start with the more difficult one. These are cut into the long ones, and there's obviously a left and right version. And when it's done, this straight flat cover right here goes over this mitered edge, and these edges go over the flaps down here. Kind of hard to explain, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this outside corner, how I'm going to get that mitered, but I'll figure that out during layout, and hopefully this goes real nice and smooth. I have a new chisel that I haven't even opened up yet. I'm going to use that to cut off the little bumps of glue that are on the top. There's not many of them, but I need a fairly smooth surface. And then, I do have it here. Then this gets goobered along the top and spread fairly thin, but anything that gets through like a screw hole, this will be screwed down with pole barn screws, so it'll have washers on each screw. But it'll also have this underneath it, so if any water does get past the screws, it'll be stopped by this. That should keep it 100% waterproof for a good many years, and that's really all I can ask from it. Alright, let me get set up here. What I'm going to try to do is bridge over from there somewhere and just get the end right here where it's easier to work on. All right, that's gonna have to wrap it up for today. I'm about a half a tube of water stop shy, and it's getting dark. It's already after 4, and I believe, yeah, the sun's just about down, but I don't have time anyways. I might as well show you some of the features on this before I sign off. This right here, the drip edge, the panel goes underneath it, and then it has a little flap that covers the top of this wood that's in the corner here, and then it's cut out so that the rest of it goes in and over the copper. Everything comes together really nice in that corner. Let me show you the one that's done. The cap itself goes underneath the edge. You can see the cap goes back to here, and the edge is way out here. And that is over the copper, and then it has water stop on top of that, smoothed out. There is absolutely no way. The water would have to go a couple different ways to get in there. Not happening. This is a flap that's bent up, and here's where it's cut to go down into the J channel there. So not a chance of leaks there. The joints overlap by 6 inches, and because this cap was just a bit too narrow, it just wouldn't go over the top of this one, so I had to cut it this way. They overlap by 6 inches, so the other one goes this far, and it's all buttered with leak stop or water stop, so there's absolutely no way that's going to leak. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get some black rivets and rivet that down. It'll look pretty nice until the deck goes on. Once the deck is on, you won't see this at all. You may see the outside, but for sure you will not see the top or the inside. There'll be a strip of wood right between these 2 screws here. This is going to get peeled off once it's dry. There'll be a strip of wood right between the screws, and the deck will go over the top of that and sit right on top of it. And that strip of wood might actually just be solid vinyl or something as well. Something that's waterproof. So you can see the corners are squeezed out. Like I said, I'll come back and peel that off later. The outside corners do not meet. I don't know if I'm going to make a little cover for that, or if I'm just going to leave it alone, at least until spring. Again, I'm going to rivet these in just to make it look a little better until we get the deck in here. And then because I can't get this one in, at least for a couple days, it's going to snow tomorrow. It doesn't matter if it's snowy up here. All I got to do is take the heat gun and dry this top part. The sun melts it pretty quick by itself, but then I'll take a heat gun, get it nice and dry, and then put that last piece in. So this end is just screwed down until I get that last piece in. Then that one will cover this. I'm going to get all of my dimensions and go get that cut right away. And then as soon as I can, I'll put it in. I probably won't make a video on it because I am done with this. Alright, I just need to go around, pick up my tools, sweep up, and that's it for this. So next up is a little bit of work in the machine shed. I have that green glue that has to go up on a semi-warm day, so I got to get the drywall on one of the walls in there so I can hook up the compressor. So that'll probably come tomorrow, and then I got to get the work done on the Ferguson, and then I will be back working on the drywall in here. So if you want to see all that stuff, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.